No! God, please, no! 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 No!
And it's titled right here, Aquaman Jason Momoa is talks to revive the Crow.
How about new?
These two look nothing alike. They can't look alike. They don't look alike. Is there a tattoo on Brandon Lee's neck? No. Is there one on his? Yes. Is his beard really thick? Yes. Does he have the jawline of Brandon Lee? No. Is he pissed off looking all the time? Yes. Brandon Lee at least had a good, look at this face. And then look at this face. Handsome. What the fuck? Handsome. Sexy? But no. Brandon Lee? No. Okay. That should be more than enough for people to realize that Brandon Lee's Crow movie does not need to be remade. This guy looks nothing like Brandon Lee. What made them think he would be perfect for the role? I don't know. They look nothing alike. Their body structure is nothing alike. I don't see why they thought this was a good fucking idea. But we're moving on. Jason Momoa, owner of the Epic Eyebrows, Game of Thrones, cred, and Aquaman in the upcoming Justice League, may be ready to take the flight into the reboot of The Crow.
God! No! God, please, no! No! No!
Now, the thing is, why are they putting this shit right here, this fucking line of shit, all the way up to the fucking Justice League? Why? This has nothing to do with The Crow, so maybe that should have been number one reason for you not to even think that you were okay with this title, but this title right here, The Crow. Sir, you do not have the resemblance of Brandon Lee. You will never have the resemblance of Brandon Lee. Oh my god, I hate this sentence right here. Relativity has been planning a remake of the 1994 film, and the thing is, why have they been planning to do this? This is so stupid. Which became a cult hit on the strength of Brandon Lee's charmistic turn as the title character, as well as he untimely death near the end of the filming. Okay, right there. That fucking paragraph. This paragraph all right here. This should be enough for you to realize this movie was a strength hit because of Brandon Lee, and it was the reason for his untimely death. Now, what does that say to you? Maybe a dead man's movie shouldn't be remade because it's a disgrace to his legacy? Yes, abso-fucking-lutely. Okay, don't make the movie. Easy. No, because we want money. Fuck your money. The reboot is set to be directed by Corin Hardy. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to get the name wrong later. I know I am. And Mashable reports that Momoa is all but said the deal was done in a recent genius-fueled Instagram post. Oh my god. Corin Hardy, I'm going to murder your family. Not really, though. But fuck, dude. Why are you directing this shit? Why did you make this thing a thing? What the fuck? And then right down here, there's a picture from Instagram, but for some reason, I guess it's not loading. I wish it would load. But basically, it's a picture of Aquaman shaking hands with the director. Actually, here's the picture right here. Yeah, so there's the picture. And then underneath the picture, it says, the only way to officially seal the deal as men is a pint of a black beauty at Genius. Hashtag seal the deal. Hashtag we are married now, fucker. Hashtag great news to come. Hashtag dream job. Hashtag can't wait to tell the world. Aloha. This is the most stupidest thing I've ever read in my life. According to the Mashable, the new Crow may make and end up premiering before Momoa's Aquaman movie, which is due out in 2018. So basically, this movie could come out in 2017, and it would be the fucking horrible fucking tragedy of the Crow movie, and it would make me want to slit my own fucking throat. The basic plot of The Crow is a far cry from a DC superhero story, and the look... Okay, first of all, this was inspired by the DC comics This should not even say that it's far from. It is not far from. It was inspired. Oh my god. The look of the early 90s original may have influenced more goth bands and club kids than a boatload of 9-inch nails videos. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? The title character named Eric Draven. See, now this is where it really pisses me off, because I would be okay if they remade a new Crow, but if it has to do with this name right here, my name with another name in front of it, if it has to do with this character name, I will have a fucking problem, because this does not need to be remade. Who returns from the dead with the assistance of a mysterious crow to take vengeance on his killers. Playing Draven will be Momoa, a chance to show a real range and perhaps step outside his brooding muscle man vibe and play a brooding goth ghost instead. Oh my god. Now right there, that should say to Momoa that, hey, this isn't my character, this isn't my style, I'm uncomfortable with this style, don't make me fucking do it, I don't want to do it, but you know, anything for fucking money. Oh my god. Love for the original Crow is pretty fierce, so relatively, the Momoa may face some online grief for taking on such an iconic character. No fucking way. No fucking duh. Maybe you shouldn't do this. Because, why? Because you're gonna get fucking harassed by the love of all the original Crow lovers. But you know, you're not gonna fucking care because your fans don't fucking matter to you. Whatever, dude. The criticism will only be online for Momoa. We're pretty sure who would want to whine about fan grievance to that guy, to his face. Hey, I'll fucking do it. I'll fucking do it. I don't care how big he is. I don't care about his fucking tattoos. I don't care about his hair. I don't care about his fucking money or his fucking lawyers. I will say this to his motherfucking face. Moa, you will never be Eric Draven. You could never be Brandon Lee. You will never change this fucking movie. You are a disgrace to this fucking role if you take up this fucking story. I will be so fucking pissed. I will say this to his fucking face.
So hi guys, doing with myself. So today, I'm not wasting any time or opportunity or any of my strength to not make a video on this because it needs to be made, 100%. And I understand right now I look like shit because I've had a pretty stressful 3 days with non-stop work and barely any sleep, and I don't feel good today either. So I kind of do look really bad. But I have the energy to make this video. So now, if you don't know what The Crow is, basically it was played by a man named Brandon Lee, the son of Bruce Lee, which you are very familiar with the old kung fu movies of Into the Dragon and Return of the Dragon and stuff like that, etc., etc. Bruce Lee is known to be very, very, very famous for his movies and his title and making his own martial arts and stuff like that, especially his son's last film that he made in 1994. I was born in 1995, so when this movie came out, my name was already picked out for me. I was already a plan for my parents to have after they had saw the movie, and they gave me my name Draven because of the character Eric Draven in the first Crow movie, which Brandon Lee plays as. Brandon Lee was Bruce Lee's son, like I said before. He plays a role for a man named Eric Draven, who was due to be married on Halloween to his fiancée, Shelley Webster, and they both ended up getting killed by this group of bad guys who came in, shot and stabbed Brandon, his character Eric, threw him out the window, and basically killed him. And then after that, while this was all going on in that room, Shelley was being beaten, cut, and raped at the same time by all these men. And after the whole thing was over, Shelley was deeply, deeply hurt, and she spent into 40 hours of surgery until she finally died. Eric was completely dead. There was no question about that. After the event happened, maybe 2 or 1 year later, Eric Draven and Shelley were still buried, and they were still in their tombstones. A crow comes out of nowhere and pecks at Eric's tombstone, making him rise from the dead. And basically, but what Eric's job is to do is to make sure that the wrong things are set right, and he makes these men pay, in which case this means he's going to kill them. Now, this was basically an inspiration to the Batman comics. It was the first, very big vigilante movie before, the big movie started coming out. This was just, this is what Batman would have been if it was like more graphic and he wasn't the whole don't kill with guns and stuff like that. This was what Batman would have been, but this movie was made before the big movies even came out, so this was kind of an inspiration from the actual Batman comic books. But from what I've been hearing is that there is talk to be a remake of this film. Question, why is it that people insist on making reboots on movies that really don't have to have reboots? RoboCop I can understand because RoboCop had really shit movies right after the first one. Like the second one was terrible, third one was terrible, fourth one was terrible. However long the fucking Robo series kept going, it was awful. That was just fucking stupidly stupid. There was other movies that were rebooted, like Predator basically was rebooted because of the second one, and they made Predators. I'm not saying Predators was terrible, but I'm not going to say it was good at the same time, because there were problems and there were big issues that I didn't like about the movie, rather the fact of like the actors and the characters, and then like the whole what they used to be wasn't explained enough and stuff like that, and there's just a bunch of questions in that movie that I still don't like about it. One of the movies that were rebooted recently, too many Superman movies were rebooted and they all looked shitty until the Man of Steel actually kind of made an impact on them, but still people think that it was a terrible movie till this day. What other movies were there that were terrible? Spider-Man movies were rebooted and it just seriously just killed the vibe of Spider-Man for a long time. And I don't see why they keep trying to make Spider-Man thinking that they can make it better, because the last three, honestly, in my opinion, just ruined it, and then the next two kind of made it a little better, but I still seen that they were trying too hard to make Spider-Man work. So now we got a movie that absolutely has no reason to be rebooted, has no problems to be rebooted. Why is this being rebooted? I don't know, maybe because fucking stupid people think that making money off of reboots is a smart fucking idea. How about we make a new fucking idea for once? Leave the old really good fucking movies alone. What are you gonna do next? Fucking reboot Purple Rain? Guarantee that's probably what's gonna fucking happen. I read online that this rumor was going on for a pretty decent long time. They had his crew set up and everything, directors set up, co-directors, and stunt actors and everything, and they were going through a bunch of different ways of finding people to play the role of Eric Draven. And eventually, the people who were a part of the set found respect for Brandon Lee and his legacy and realized that this is heresy against his last film, because we shouldn't be remaking something like this, and they all quit. And the director insisted on pushing this production even further, even though he's losing his entire cast. Now, that should have been number one to realize, hey, maybe I shouldn't make this film because people have too much respect for it, and there's nothing absolutely wrong with it. But this news that I just recently found was by far the worst fucking news I've ever heard. The man who plays Aquaman in the new Justice League movie that's coming out, and then you've seen him teased in Batman v Superman, is in line to be Eric Draven, aka Brandon Lee's replacement. Now let's look at a picture of Brandon Lee. Okay, now that we looked at that, he's perfect for this role. He fits the role perfectly. There's nothing wrong with him. Now let's look at Aquaman. Too buff, has a tattoo on his neck, hair's too long and frizzy, and he just looks pissed off the whole fucking time. He is not perfect for this role. Last time I heard somebody was going to try and put this role in, they tried to put Brad Pitt as Eric Draven, and this was so fucking dumb to hear that it just wouldn't stop. They kept pushing this film, and now it's confirmed that Mr. whatever his Momar or whatever the fuck his last name is actually going to press to make sure that he makes this role happen. He's going to make sure the director makes this movie happen. And you know what? If you want to make fun of me and say I'm a fucking fanboy that lives in his mom's basement and shit like that, well, at least my mom actually fucking cares about me. Oh, wait, you probably don't have that, don't you? Your mom probably didn't give you a free car. She probably didn't give you a free phone bill that you could pay by yourself after a while. She probably didn't help you get a job either, did she? Well, guess what? That's what my mom did. She also gave me this fucking name so that I could be proud of it to watch this fucking movie. So now what are you gonna fucking say, haters? Nothing, because you got nothing to say. Because I already know my story. I already know how I feel. I am gonna be pissed about this. Now, with that put aside, I am sorry that I am getting mad and lashing out at my haters from when I made the Rotten Tomato video. But I will not let this slide. I do not think this movie needs to be remade. It shouldn't be remade. I understand you want to show respect for the original movie. I understand you want to see something better. You want to see it back on the big screen. Well, remaking it isn't going to make it as good as the original. How about we take the original and let it go through the fucking theater just like the Iron Giant did when it had its remastered version? That's not a bad idea. I think that's a great idea. It would be the best idea in the world. It would make just as much money as it was when it was like out in 1994. I don't see why people think that this movie needs a remake. It really, really doesn't. It's a disrespect to Brandon Lee and his father and their legacy. And the director's name is Colin. Mr. Colin, if you truly love this movie, if you truly love this idea of the movie, leave it alone. Let it stay where it is. Please, please don't remake this. And Aquaman, I have no respect for you. You have disgraced this character if you continue to push forward. If any of you are a lover of the original Crow movie, please leave a comment below, like, subscribe, favorite, share this video around, tell me what you think. Let's spread this word around. Tell them that we don't want this movie remade. Let's save The Crow from being a disaster just like all remakes. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys later.